What's going on, everybody? Back with y'all with another video. This time we're gonna be working with some tile. So same man, different project. Let me give y'all a quick rundown on this project. We done did the drywall, the ceilings, everything sanded and getting ready to paint. So we're gonna do a quick little walkthrough just to show y'all what's going on with this house. So we got this ceiling hit. We got this wall hit. We got a few of these walls hit too. This all new drywall right behind them. We gonna address that. And I'm gonna show y'all my little setup on how I cut this tile. Okay, so you always wanna have prep. Prep is everything. Make sure you have everything prepped up before you work on anything. So what I got is my little tile, little setup. Everything hooked up, plugged up, and ready to go. What we're gonna be using, this size tile for the bathroom. So the bathroom is right next to it. I already put down the backer board and everything, so I'm gonna show y'all right now. Just follow me. Come on, keep it going, keep it going. We can put the board down already. Everything nailed, everything scraped up. There's no bumps, there's no debris. I'm about to sweep in here one more time. And then we got the shower going too. So with this tile, you gotta pay attention on this video. I'm gonna show y'all how to do it the right way. Make sure y'all measure twice, cut once. And we gonna get to it step by step. Let's get to back with the next step. I just got done waterproofing. If y'all wanna check out how to waterproof, check out my last video, bathroom remodeling part 1. But now I'm about to show y'all this tile work. I got everything cut and prepped up and ready for y'all. Okay, so now I got everything marked. See these marks? This will be a good for a beginner just to get everything ready. Now with these marks, I didn't just place the tile against each other. I placed the grout lines in between. I got spaces in between everything. This will be good for beginners just to get a picture on what you about to do before you place the tiles. Always dry fit your tile before you put the tile adhesive on. So the next step we about to do, we about to mix this tile adhesive. And I'm gonna show y'all the consistency that y'all need. Y'all want it kind of like a thick, kind of peanut buttery type of consistency. Not too thick, but I'm gonna show you in the video. Okay, so I already filled the bucket a quarter ways up. So you never wanna have too much water. So if I got a quarter bucket, I'm gonna probably get it a quarter of water in there just to get it started. So that should be about it on that. You don't want to overfill it. You get you a tile mixer. You can also use a hand drill. Just get you a nice mixture from Home Depot like this, and then you get the job done. So when you mix, you want to just get a few things out your way. And it can get a little messy if you don't know what you're doing. So I just place my legs right here, get a nice grip. And start off slow. Go in circles for a nice second. And get that nice, smooth peanut butter texture that I explained earlier. So, it looks like I've had a little bit too much tile adhesive, so I'm gonna have to add a little bit more water. 1 second. I don't want to add too much. Just put a little bit at a time every time. Don't need much. So that should be about it. So I got it to where I want it. I got my tiles placed and almost ready to go. So where I'm gonna start off with, you always wanna start off with the face of the wall. You never wanna start with the edges first, because if you start off with the edges first, you're gonna kind of mess up the tile in place. You have to be like a master tileman just to start wherever you want to start. But me, my personal preference, I like starting with the main wall first. So that being said, I'm gonna move a few things out the way. Just bear with me. And we got our small pieces in. Next step, we're gonna put our backsplash pieces all the way alongside the top where I got backsplash marked all the way through. About to finish it off. Look at that. That's nice clean cut, but we about to finish it off right now. Just make sure you add your water and everything. So you'll see our result. Drippage. Now look at that. Got a little bit of chippage, but it's gonna be covered with the spout. So let's dry fit it again. See how we looking. It's a little tight, but we'll make it work. Get this plastic out the way. Kind of dry fit it again. Put my spacers in between. Move it over just a tad. I recommend using a mallet. Don't never use a hammer while you're working with tile because you'll chip it every time. Okay, that kind of went over a little bit too much. So I'm gonna try to line it up. Again, we're gonna dry fit it, line it up. Looks like we gotta use a few shims for the bigger tile. So we still got a little bit of space. So I'm gonna just take this off and I'm gonna move it over a little bit once again. Now the reason why this is happening because this copper pipe is real tight at the bottom. So just that. Try to lift it up as best as I can. Okay, that'll work. This is why it's important to dry fit your tile before you place it for situations like this. Those spacers in between. Spaces in between. See how it lines up. And we all good. We all good. I'm gonna raise this up on this end just to bring it up so it can meet with this lip right here. And then we got that prepped and ready to go. Once I put this mortar in, and we good to go. And the next step, we're gonna do this. Move on to the shower head. And then next, we're gonna put this backsplash pieces all alongside the middle, how the client wants it. Got our hole cut. Just put some thin set on. So now we're just gonna pull this pipe up since it's a little tight. Get the towel in place. Place it right where it's supposed to be. Line everything up. So I'm looking to see, I'm gonna have to shim it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna use some of this metal that I cut since I don't have no shims. Just to raise it up. Help raise it up. I use one of these vinyl tile little spacers, little pullers. Or you can use a hammer, that'll work. Screwdriver, it don't matter. So, alright, now what I'm doing, I'm getting this lip even with this lip right here. So just raise it on up. Just place it right down. Okay, so you're gonna have to go up a little bit more down here too. Just be careful not to break the towel. Another spacer down here. Raise this up a little bit more. We gotta move it over, put our spacers in between. Just slide it over. As much as I can, put the spacer in between. Just looking like we gotta raise it up a bit down here. Put the spacer right there to hold. And it's just about right. Got our next piece going up. So I just did the same thing with the pencil, and this time I kind of just used my little flashlight just to make a circle so it can be perfect. So we're gonna drop fit it, line it up, right there without the spacers, and that's looking pretty flush. It's looking like we're supposed to be. So once again, like in the last little video I showed y'all, I used a pencil, but this time I used a marker. I don't know what I did with the little cup, but I'm gonna just wet it right before I use the drill. Now this a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna take my time with it. I'm probably gonna cut it twice. A little bit on this side and a little bit on this side. So let's get it started. So once you in, you wanna start at an angle. Get your groove ready. And then straighten it out right after. Once again, like I said, it's always good to have all your tiles cut ready so you can just flock through the job and keep it going. What your main concern with tile is, it's going to be always your first line. If anything is out of whack, the rest of the tile job is going to be out of order. What I mean by out of order, uneven and unlevel. And you don't want that in your tile job. Once again, you can tell that all the factory ends is where we want them with these barcodes. All the cut pieces is going to be away from the edges and out the way. So, got that in order. I'm going to finish the rest of this on up until we get to our backsplash pieces, and we're going to put those all around. And then we're going to continue on with the video. Alright, we got our tile raised up. Now we're about to put in these backsplash pieces. Now, I have a few right here, but I want to give y'all a quick example of what not to do. Okay, now you see this piece? It's pretty much like a glass piece that you got to cut. You would rather want to go for one of the stone or marble pieces to cut and just leave the glass piece alone so it can look as more factory as possible. So try to avoid cutting these middle glass pieces and just use them as connectors for the rest of the backsplash. All you gotta do is fill it up with not too much thinset and just place them. Place them, make sure they're nice and even, push them in. Kind of position them so they be straight. And we all set. Now with the little extra that's coming up, you get you a nice little blade just to get the excess residue that's seeping out. Try to clean it up. Just got finished with the backsplash. I put a few spacers in between because the tile is kind of heavy and sitting on it, so I can have a little space to put some grout in there. But now I might just take a little break, clean this tile up and all these little edges and stuff, get this tile adhesive off the corners and stuff. I'm probably gonna remove these spacers from the bottom since it's hardened from, I believe, this tile on down. Yeah, it's hardened from the backsplash on down, so I'm gonna start cleaning up my tile space and get everything nice and neat. So you wanna do this to avoid having to clean up a lot at the end of your tile job. So you just go around, just make sure everything clean, get something to scrape. Get something to scrape the tile off. You don't have to use nothing special. Try to get everything prepped up from when you put your grout on. That's wet, so I gotta stay in place. And you kind of get an idea of how your job look. Okay. Like I said, Alright, I went ahead and finished this tile job. Now the next step is going to be with the grout. So right now I'm going to scrape the residue off these tiles and clean these lines up. and we're gonna get back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe, ask questions, get with me, stay in tune. Smoke content coming. Smoke content coming, step by steps. Get with me. Peace.